Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So Microsoft is ending official support for Windows 10 on the 14th of October 2025 in just under 2 years' time. And although that's the official end of support, as I've posted previously, and I'll leave this video down below if you'd like more info, you will also have the option of enrolling your PC in the paid Extended Security Updates ESU program if you'd like to continue to receive support from Microsoft after that date. But the only problem is obviously this comes at a price and is a paid subscription service, which a lot of organizations and users will not be able to afford to be able to pay to use Windows 10. And this is where the problem comes in. And Canalys, who are a market research firm, has done an interesting survey recently where they estimate that around 240 million PCs will be dumped on the landfill and become e-waste when Microsoft ends support for Windows 10 in October of 2025. Now that's quite a staggering amount of PCs. And the whole reason for this, obviously, as many of you will know by now, is because of the Windows 11 system requirements, which are causing a lot of Windows 10 devices, including mine, to not be able to meet the system requirements to run Windows 11 because mainly of the CPU and the TPM2 requirements. Although Windows 10 on this device runs perfectly fine, and this is where a lot of frustration is coming in with a lot of users at that end of support date, which is obviously getting closer and closer now, where the PC runs Windows 10 fine but can't run Windows 11. So because of this, most PCs after October 2025 after a certain given time, after that date, maybe a year or two, will actually just be dumped and land on the landfill, which is not optimum. Now, previously I have given my thoughts on what Microsoft will do when it comes to the end of support, and my own thoughts on Microsoft ending support for Windows 10 in 2025. Now, I'll leave that video down below if you want more info, because I'll give you some of my own thoughts there. So go check that video out. But just to do a quick recap, as I've mentioned previously, although Microsoft will be extending support with the ESU program if you decide to go that option, which a lot of people won't because of the cost, which means that your quality updates and security updates will be available until October 2028. But even with that, I personally don't think Microsoft is going to be ending support for Windows 10 as a whole, be it in October of 2025 or October of 2028, because currently Windows 10 still has approximately 70% of the Windows market share, with Windows 11 only factoring in around about 22-23% the last time I looked at a StatCounter survey result. And obviously we've got a possible Windows 12 coming into the mix. So at this stage, we don't know and can't actually predict the actual outcome of what Microsoft will actually do when we get to October the 14th, 2025. Because as I've mentioned previously, and with Microsoft, only time will tell. And with Microsoft, they do tend to change their mind, which we have seen a good couple of times on this channel when it comes to key events and key features and so on with Windows 10 and Windows 11. Now, just on a side note, although a lot of PCs will not receive security and quality updates after the 14th of October 2025, we still have Windows XP running in a lot of organizations, especially in my region. And Windows XP still holds just under 1%, believe it or not, although it's unsupported now for many years, still holds just under 1% of the Windows market share. So there are a lot of options open for Windows 10. If you want to carry on using your Windows 10 device, obviously you can carry on running it without support. You can install Linux. I mean, I dual boot this system with Linux Mint, which runs perfectly fine on this system. You can try Linux Lite, Pop OS, Ubuntu, Zorin OS. There's a good couple of Linux Mint distros that have a very similar look and feel and layout to Windows 10, mainly Linux Mint and Linux Lite and Zorin OS. So you can try those. Those will all run perfectly on your machine. Recycling is an option, but not cost effective. I don't think that's going to be a cost effective way of doing things. But nonetheless, go check that video out. Should Microsoft end support for Windows 10 in October of 2025, where I said I'd give you some of my thoughts. And just wanted to put it out there because, as mentioned, because of those system requirements to run Windows 11, on the 14th of October 2025, as mentioned, it's estimated that 240 million PCs in due course will become e-waste and be dumped on the landfill. But obviously, as I mentioned with Microsoft, only time will tell what they will actually do. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.